Hello everyone, welcome along to week 11 of REBBL. United Scarab Khemirates in action again, and this time it's against the mighty Reptiles. We are giving up a solid 460k in inducements, and that's with 4 journeyman skinks coming. There is not many players on this lizard team. This is what they look like. We've got 1 Croxigore, who's movement busted, 5 Saurus, because another one of these is movement busted in the last game, and 1 singular skink. So it's going to be about 460k. I was expecting this to be Slibbly and a wizard. Instead, it's going to be Slibbly and probably a guard Saurus and a babe. Don't hate that either for exactly 460k. One of those games here where on paper, I think most people have me down as the favourite to win this one. But it's, I think this is the sort of game where I still end up concerned because there's potential for, if you like, chaos here. I think you saw in the last game against Nurgle, a team that's sort of equally slow. We're quite good at controlling the game and keeping things tied down. When you've got a bunch of skinks with stunty and the ability to make, even if we've got everything screened off, the ability to maybe just dodge through a screen and make a bunch of dodges. It's a concern. I think it's one of those games where things can maybe get out of hand a little bit. A couple of these Saurus with break tackle too will be difficult to pin down. And an interesting stat about the mighty Reptiles is that I have faced this team before in REBBL. Back in the days of the bargain brunches when I played halflings. So he didn't pick a wizard, so I am going to receive here and try to cause some damage. But yeah, the bargain brunchers played against the mighty Reptiles way back in the day. It was a block Saurus he took, not a guard one actually. So he's got guard on this break tackle player. This is his killer, another Pom strength 4 Saurus. And this sort of player is it's a concern for me because it means that I've got to keep these Blitzras as protected as I possibly can. Because he doesn't even need assists to start throwing 2 dice blocks with Mighty Blow and piling on against my best players. Which is 100% not what I want to happen, as I'm sure you are well aware. Slibbly, of course, has guard and stand firm and grab, which is useful for attempted 1 turns. That's going to make my life difficult when it comes to defending against a potential skink 1 turn, but the advantage we might have, of course, he does have a bench as well. But the advantage we might have here is the ability to I suppose take advantage of the fact that we should do that the other way around because we would want to apply both down. So you can potentially take advantage of the fact that we've only got loner skinks here for Creatan to use, and hopefully that will be enough to allow me to sort of escape, if you like, with some good results. I'm gonna commit, I think, all 4 of these TGs to the front line, but we're going to do it that way. I want to take a mighty blow hit on Slibbly, give him the chance. Obviously that's a lot of his inducement cash. If we get rid of these 2 players, then that's basically all of his inducements gone, and that is a great start for us. Of course, we do have another block Tomb Guardian now, which is great news. No complaints at all about that. I did expect to be facing a wizard here, so probably quite happy to not be. We'll just sort of set up in case of blitz here as well. That's a deep kick. Very deep kick. Would like that to scatter out if I possibly could. Quick snap means that we can make an assumption that it won't. And we can possibly follow this Tomb Guardian up here to maybe take another block as and when we need to. Potential here for the skinks to obviously cause us all sorts of hassle in the backfield if they start coming through all of these gaps, which is what we don't want to happen. Will this ball scatter out? It will. So a touchback is good news because it means I don't have to worry about Mr. Pratchetep, who does have fend now, messing up a pickup and putting me under pressure. And that means we can just shift the ball into the centre of the field and get on with punching some things. So that Saurus is technically in range, but he's not going to get there. And then we can take this 2 dice. Where the hell are my dice? There they are. That was peculiar. Wouldn't expect to see him stand firm here. I was wrong. Okay, well we can have another go. And that is much more like it from the new block Tomb Guardian. So we're not going to get 3 dice blocks here at all. Might be safer to just take a little blitz with the blitz route because I'm not going to blitz anything else particularly. That is nice because there's potential to pile on that if we're feeling brave. And I think we are. Okay, a KO is a decent reward for that. It's just a rookie Saurus, but getting rid of any of those strength 4 players is a good start for me. So what we'll do now is we'll just look to shift in here to protect Ran Bone Man from any potential foul. We've got another block here, which doesn't produce a result. So this is guard, so we don't really want to... can we follow this up? I suppose we don't want to follow that up. Because you can take a block back, even if I put this guard in here. Now, there's a potential for a 4 assist foul with Slibley if I had any rookie players left. So right now that would be an 8+. We could make it a 7+, but I don't think that would be particularly worth it with one of the guard. If I still had the rookie skeleton, I would probably have done it, but we've got 2 guard skeletons and they're quite handy for me. So for the time being, we will just hang fire on that. Not a bad first turn. We got a removal on a Saurus. So we'll see what Creatan looks to do. Most coaches say I'm going to go and Tomb Guardian, and it's not a terrible idea. I'd say the Skinks are unlikely to come barreling through here. The Frenzy Saurus is an interesting one. That'll be something for me to keep an eye on if we end up near the sideline. It's kind of half dead, this team, but the players that he does have are very, very good. There's a block, guard, stand firm, Croxagore there. That's pretty much perfect. He could only really improve that by having dodge. Goes for the rookie skeleton. Probably aware that that's my 1 fouling piece, so is happy to try and take that out if he can. When I'm in blitz now, I wouldn't imagine he'll be basing up too much and looking to take any further blocks. Could be a bit of a slow burner, this one, as we try to work our way through. But, you know, when our Khemri match is not. So it's a full decommit of the Saurus. With the exception of this one. This might become a cheeky blitz target, to be fair. Wouldn't hate that idea at all. We'll see if we can knock old Silly Billy over here. We can. It was possibly a little risky. Because we hadn't necessarily made the ball safe from Mr. Frenzy there. I think this is the way we're going to go. Quite happy with how this front line is looking right now. Gonna look to shift the ball into... where are we gonna go? Yeah, I'll put you there. What I'm keen to do is if we overall pushes here, we can follow up into another Tomb Guardian block, which would be nice to do. Put you here. Have a go at that. Get the all-important POW. And I think you can see what the plan is here. We're going to hold this back here because we don't want to go into here because, of course, Slibley has guard and is potentially in a position to make a mess of things. But there's a pretty good foul available here. +6 foul with the rookie skeleton. We'll take full run up. And it's another KO. No send off either, so that's good news. 2 Zorus gone already. So now what we will do is he has the option to come and blitz Tala Swift here, so we need to sort of tie that down. Get rid of that option. So if he wants to do it now, he's got to come the long way. So, 2 turns gone, 2 Saurus KO'd. Can't complain with that at all. 2 loner skinks on the bench, of course. Slibley is very much doing his job and just eating punches at this stage, keeping Tomb Guardians tied up. Oh dear, that's a guard skeleton gone. Just a badly hurt, but no regen. So that's one of my bench away. What I'm trying to do is eat through as many Saurus as I can so we can expose the skinks and start hurting them, given the opportunity. Now, I kind of expected him to do that. I expected him to retreat behind this line. He's going to keep that Saurus as his blitzen option every turn and essentially give me the other ones to hit. But yeah, no surprise to see him go no further than that on this turn. Very cautious start from Creatan. Not really committing too much at all. Waiting to see what I do. I am now tempted to target that skink. Possibly. There's a potential to make that a 3 dice, which I think is pretty good, all things considered. It's a Tomb Guardian going for it here. Not literally, but getting himself up the field at least. So, where are we going to put the ball? We're going to put the ball, I think, here. Now that the Frenzysaurus is gone. But we got pretty good numbers over here right now. Now, ideal result would be to apply a boat down here. We don't get the ideal result, but we can tackle that thing to the floor. We're not going to follow up. And we don't need to. It's a third KO. Block here against Slibley. And we've stunned him, which is great. Now I kind of want that Croxigore tied down. I don't want him going anywhere. Even though it's a Tomb Guardian, I think the team is weaker if that thing is stuck in the middle. But 3 turns, 3 KOs. All good so far. I think if that Croxigore was able to put itself up around here, I'd have a lot more problems with this drive. So eating this block is probably fine. I say probably because you never know. Comes for the guard skeleton, not with the pommer. That push is really good news for me. Because if he doesn't follow up, I can now reposition that guard. And you'll probably break tackle away here from the Tomb Guardian. This is strength 4, of course. And I think that was possibly a mistake on his part. I think he forgot that was a strength 4 Blitzer. So, was looking to follow up with a 2 dice here. Might take a cheeky 1 dice on Round Bone Man. He's got block, it's pretty safe. Just needed him to survive that, and he did. Does take a cheeky 1 dice, skulls it. Oh, and gets to own a reroll. Brave boy. What he is doing here, though, is giving me another block with a Mighty Blow Tomb Guardian against a Saurus. So you can stand back up. And then you are going to come across here to put your guard into play. Because more guard stand firm here is really good. Now I've got the option here to take a hit on one of his best players. So that, as you can imagine, is very much the plan. Don't like the idea of greeting that, so I'm not going to. somewhat frustrating push. I'm willing to give him a potential hit there as well, because I think that would commit so many players that he might leave this side of the field exposed. Now, what do we do about Slibley? I think, to be honest, doing that is pretty good, just to keep him tied down and out of the game. That's a good player. He's got the option, of course, to just blitz through this skeleton and maybe put this Saurus on the ball, but with us being so close to the sideline, the surf option does exist. Better roll for him might be to take a break tackle here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should put that guard in there, and that would potentially give him blocks against the Blitzer and the Tomb Guardian. Yeah, that's the one. That's where these break tackle Saurus are just so difficult for me to deal with. They just run around doing what they like. Will he pile on that, I wonder? Doesn't. It's another good knockdown for him. Ooh, Bonehead from the Crocs is really nice for me. It's going to let me presumably dodge out this skink, so that's going to let me reposition this Tomb Guardian. Slight concern for me right now. Might be scoring too quickly. We may need to just slow this down. But of course, if we do that, we may never get back through again because the lizards have all positioned on this side. So I 100% think the right thing to do is blitz him. The aim of piling on greedily here. Nothing doing. Something of a shame. That's a good spot for him. There's the power we were looking for. What do we do about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crocs York can make itself a nuisance here. So this skeleton has to come around here to stop that happening. And the ball, I think, is just going to chill. I don't want him next to that Saurus because he can blitz that. I'm going to go there. You're going to go there. And then you... We don't want to leave him here. We want to put him there. That should be okay. So the damage has stopped a little bit since the open and 3-turn salvo. So now we need to start thinking about how we go about getting through these Saurus, who are very much in the way. First rule of Throw Raz, it's always a KO. We know that. So that means that I'm actually down 2 and he's down by 3. So I'm only up by 1 all of a sudden. Really need this skeleton to hang on. Because if I can keep Slibbly tied down, obviously I'm trading a pretty weak player for a pretty strong player there. He might foul. He will foul. Stun, but it's not a send-off. So now I need a route through. And if he wants, he can break tackle to put a Saurus on the ball here. He's not going to. So you're going to get up. I'm actually going to occupy Slibbly with... Can I afford to do that, or do I have to leave the guard there? The guard would be so much more useful up here. But I can't use it this turn, which is somewhat problematic. So what does a good turn look like here? Where do we go? I think here should be okay. I don't want to start throwing these blocks before I've moved the ball, because that thing was horribly exposed there. Useful. So is the best blitz target you, or is the best blitz target you? I think it's you. Because there's a potential to set up something approaching a surf on this thing. That's worth a reroll. Because this thing is stand firm and can't be counter-surfed, so now he's got a bit of problem there with his best player. So now I've used a reroll. What do I need to do to keep this safe? I need you knocked over, or at least pushed away. He's got a 1 dice here that could potentially free up the Croxigo to go essentially completely ballistic wherever he likes. That should be safe enough. Ish. That is better. Because if Slibbly knocks him over, then the Croxigo has to go the long way around to be a nuisance. Right, this is a risky block. And the push is good enough. Now what do we... Can we afford to follow that? No, we absolutely can't. There's a 5+ Slibbly dodge on. I've got to protect against that a bit. So what he kind of needs to do is blitz with this thing, or at least find some sort of armor break, because he needs to get it off the sideline. Obviously this is stand firm. Ooh, that's no good for him. He's got to consider some of the big dice now. Exactly what I needed that Tomb Guardian to do. I think I would have re-rolled that. Slibbly gets his knockdown. Again, we can keep him tied down. Bonehead would be stunning right now from the Crocs. We don't get it, but we can also stand firm on that if we want to. I think we do. I need to try and keep a channel here, if I possibly can. Oh, even better. That might eat a reroll. Nope, okay. That is a big old foul. So in order to get this surf, this is a fairly safe block. Where a push is okay, because it is about cancelling that assist. So now we've got the surf option here. Okay, no damage, but that's fine. So we really are going to try and look to motor over here now. This is a 2 dice. Ball needs to be in scoring range realistically. So I actually want to send you forward first, don't we? How badly do we need... I suppose I could just... Well, we'll stand you up. If I absolutely desperately need a scoring threat, I can do that. And it blocks the Crocs from coming back. So Round Bone Man's got a big block to make here. Gets his knockdown. Well done. And this is not a piling on time. Because we need as much of a screen as we can possibly get over here. You don't sideline cage against Stunty, we know that, even though there's tackle doing the rounds. I think I need a GFI here. Right, so knocking that down is not really possible. Knocking the skink down would be great, but I don't know how likely it is. That being said, getting that Saurus tied up like this is fine. Would you believe it? A Tomb Guardian fell over. Right, that's fine. We've exposed the Blitzeras, which is what we didn't want to do, but the Pommer is surfed at least for now. I think what to consider if we do score is he's got a significant chance of a one turn in response. And that is pretty scary. He's also got a shot on the ball. I don't know if he'll spot it. Oh no, he doesn't, because this is stand firm. I was going to say he could have put the Croxigore there, chain push that Saurus here, blocked Round Bone Man away, and then come in for a shot on the ball. But stand firm will counteract that. However, if he can take out this Tomb Guardian, the Croxigore could come in for a go. He might just target Tala Swift here and then try and put a screen in the way. Worth a reroll. Gets him this time. Could have really used a failed GFI there. He's probably going to be able to screen this off because skinks are just such a pain for me to deal with. The Croxigore is going to go there. Oh, that's an even better spot than there. Hoo boy! We now have to knock a Croxigore over. Oh, I prefer that. The plan is to go this way. And we're going to need a double GFI, but I need to knock that over. So, I don't need to knock it over. I need to blitz this way. So we can guarantee at least a push here. And then it's basically double GFI time. That's not worth doing. Okay, that is good enough. Now I have to get out of my own way. So this is how we're going to try this. Come on, Imo Terry Pratchett. Ah, it's just not good news. It's just not good news. Oh, we're in. Oh, he always makes you sweat, does Terry? I think if he hadn't taken the GFI with the Croxigo, I think I was in a worse spot there. That is a good score. Now will the KO'd throw rock come back? He will. He has one Blood Buy as a babe for these, so he gets all of his players back, which means I have done precisely no damage from that. That first half. Now, one turn threat. It is kind of a thing. And I only have 2 stand firm players. He needs 3 pushes on a skink and he has grab. He's got a full complement of players. It's absolutely doable. I have to try to make this difficult. So what he's going to do is he's going to use Slibley and a guard player to try to grab the skeleton out of here. He's going to be a rookie skeleton. You could just run around and blitz that if you really wanted to, so I should probably put that there. Because they've all got tackle, so it doesn't make any difference. These are not players I want to put on the LOS, but we have to do it. Extremely prone to a quick snap. But it's that grab on Slibley and the fact he's got a reroll, which means this is definitely possible. Obviously, it's not like other matches where you might face super skinks. It is just rookies. I'd be surprised if he didn't go for it. course, the thing as well with facing Creatan's team, with the team almost certainly being, this is almost certainly his last season. You know, if we're facing the side in 11th place here, you would normally thinking, well, you know, he's probably just looking to keep whatever players he can alive and try to rebuild for next season. But I don't think it's like that. I think he's probably just here to throw everything he can at the wall to try and get a win. That is not a one-turn attempt, which is good news for me. Oh, that is not good. So all the skinks are deep. This means more blocks against me, but does give me the potential for some more blocks as well. He's got to get a skink in the scoring range. He's got to protect said skink from my Blitzras. He probably wants to get more than one skink into scoring range. And then he probably has to get a skink to hand the ball off to that skink as well. Now, there's only one of them that isn't a loner. So some of this will involve handling the ball with a loner. I don't like doing that first. He needs to put a skink into scoring threat before he does anything, really. Because, of course, if he fails that pickup, he's just going nowhere. So in order to score, the skink is movement 10. It needs to be at least here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's got to be alongside the Saurus. So I don't know if he's positioned his screen effectively. He's realised he hasn't. So now it's to make a GFI with a loner, which he gets. So that was a misplay. Not punished for it. We've got to try and eat as many hits as we can. The more Saurus locked down, the more of these Saurus locked down, the better, really. Oh, that one doesn't have block. What a shame. Now his Crocs has a 2 dice. Crocs boneheads. That's big. Because now we can't free up that Saurus. Silly Billy can come round the back. That's kind of the frenzy one. Can this Saurus score? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This Saurus is also a scoring threat, so we need to deal with that. Loner skink pickup is good. Do I have a shot on the ball here? If that gets knocked over, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got a shot on the ball. decisions. So that is a 1 dice. That makes it 2 dice. Now it has to be a knockdown, or it's no good. So put you on him to force something out of him. It's a pretty risky block. We're in business though. Now if we can also get a knockdown here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't even need a GFI. Ah, double skull. Oh dear. Okay. So now that I've established that I'm going for that, how do we deal with the rest of this lot? And we put you there. And then we put you here. And this, at the very least, does have a pro reroll available. You might as well go here to force some more dice out of these lads, I guess. There is pro for this, as we say. Useful. Now I don't think I pile on. Because now he 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has to make a skink pass with a loner now. At some stage. This could make my life even better, but if he fails it, I'm knackered. So I think I'd rather just try that. Okay, that's about as good as we can do here. It was the Croxigo boneheading that made that possible. So now this is, I mean, he's got to dodge through tackle potentially, or if not, he's got to go around the long way and pick up in Tomb Guardian tackle zone. There goes the loner. And the pickup fails. Just need this to fail. Loner fails. Okay, so 1-0 half time. I think we defended that pretty well, all things considered. Obviously, it's going to be 11 versus 11, and there's more LOS blocks to come. Now, though, I think it is sacrificial skeleton mode. Not sacrificial him. So I do think I keep him on because of the fact he has leader, and leader equals rerolls. Now, it is better to set them up inwards like this, because it can potentially deny more blocks, which is good. So we'll see how Creatan wants to play it. Whether he's going for a win, he might try to score quick. If he's going for a draw, he might just play it safe. It's going to be a big ask for me to keep him out here. Especially with potentially a bunch of mighty blow hits to come here. One from Terry Hall, one from Jesse Hall, and one from the Croxigol here. We kept the second thrower on. I think it was a good choice over this skeleton because of tackle. Tackle against skinks is always good. And we got 3 of that now, so in a pinch, we might need Ho Russell Brand, kind of an understated member of the team, to help us out. Be interesting to see how this goes. I think it's important for me to be able to win games with this team when we don't get mass removals. Obviously, a lot of the games in the early part of the season against the Norse, the Wood Elves, the Amazons, we basically won because it was just mass removals left, right and centre. The Nurgle last week was a good win, considering it was only right towards the end where we got a couple of KOs on the key players. I tell you what, Sunshine, that is not bad at all, that. Instant opportunity to just lock down that Saurus. We got a blitz last time we defended against lizards as well. Opportunity here to just maybe put the Tomb Guardians on individual Saurus like this and really cause some potential problems. We don't want to overcommit. So I think putting these two here is fine to tie these down. We're going to take a blitz over there as well. Which I'll do now. I'm not going to re-roll it. That doesn't stop this from being a 2 dice, but what it does do is mean that he's kind of based up against the Tomb Guardian regardless. On the other side, I think that's okay. That's okay. We need to bear in mind here that I've committed quite heavily to one side, so he's likely to try and push the other way with the ball. That maybe should have gone this side. We shall see. Oh, that was a dodge from a player that didn't have break tackle. That's a 5+ Saurus dodge. And now I can surf this player. Oh, that's massive. That is really, really... Yeah, that's really, really, really big news. Okay. I'm just going to look to play this a little bit safely. You can tie that up. There's a really, really good surf potential on here. But of course, if I 1-in-9 it, it's a nightmare. The blitz isn't going to go anywhere else. I think I take this now. Okay. Well, we're going to have to leave him there. Does open up the chance for me to blitz elsewhere, of course. Can take down one of these skinks, actually. That's a decent shout. I think we got to get up in the grill of his team. I think we got to get up there and put some pressure on now. We've been given a golden opportunity. There's only a 2 dice, but I can't realistically make it a 3 without overcommitting. So we will just take that. That's a good knockdown. That's a good injury as well. If we get rid of all the skinks here, this one might be looking great. Is that worth a GFI to base that one with tackle, I wonder? I think it is. Let's go and give Slibley something to think about. One dice against the Crocs is not particularly great. What we got here? So that would be a 1 dice, and then potentially you can get a 2 dice there. I think we do it this way. Try to see if there's a player in behind the Croxy goal there. So now we can put some tackle on the other skink. Don't think I should have followed there. Denied myself a 2 dice against the Crocs. And I don't think the 1 dice is a good idea. Knockdown on the thrower. I'll probably be a KO. Oh, he's okay. So just free up the loner skink to try the pickup. Where does the ball go to be safe? Remember, this thing's got break tackle strength 4. A 2 dice here with the loner. With only 2 skinks left on the field, my absolute prime target is to just wipe those things out if we possibly can. 3+ pick up. And then he's going to retreat by the looks of things. He's got it. I don't think he can afford to try the dodge here. Although he would have a reroll for it. But I think actually dodging makes me more likely to hit the ball. Croxagore has got 1 dice blocks at best. That's a 2. That doesn't really help. Crocs has still only got... Well, in fact, they're all red dice blocks now. Can't afford to stand that player up. Because he'll get surfed. I'd be willing to 1-dice that for a potential surf on his killer. See if he tries to dodge. He does. Well, that leaves me open to try to hit the ball here. But to be honest, I might be fine with just going through that skink and basing the other one. What does this involve? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can hit the ball with 2 GFIs. The concern is if I overcommit, I get outflanked by the skink. So I actually think you're better off as a safety to stop him trying the outrun play. The only way he beats me is by outrunning me entirely. See, we can't knock him over. We can. That frees up 3 players. And allows me to do even more screening work here against that break tackle. Fairly safe block on Slibley. Wonder if he's possibly AFK for a second here, Creatan. Right. Let's do this. Oh, nothing doing. Ron Bone Man has let us down. So how is he likely to get to me here? That's pretty good. Because even if he knocks him over, this Saurus is struggling. decent here. So I don't know if he is AFK. I'll give this sort of half a minute, and then if he's not done anything in that half a minute, I'll look to pause. Nope, he's here. It was that 5+ Saurus dodge just put him... Obviously, the combination of that and the Blitz just meant that I basically got to have 2 turns before Creatan did anything here. And that's just always a situation that you're going to really struggle to come back from. We've got his killer locked down by a Tomb Guardian, not wanting to stand up for fear of getting surfed. He's got strength 4 tackle on the ball. He can't outrun me. He could run over here. It's a good spot to be in, but there's still every chance the Lizards escape with this. I'm not finding that knockdown there was pretty painful, actually. I still think going for the ball was the right thing to do. What's he got here? He's got a 1 dice, he's got a 1 dice. He's going to have to lead on a 1 dice here, but possibly with a loner. One dice push. So that will allow him... He's got frenzy into a 2 dice, gets a push again. So that allows him to break tackle out and possibly go and provide an assist, in which case we're looking at the skink 1 dice and the blitzer. We're back in for more. Still a 1 dice. It's uphill. That's uphill. These Tomb Guardians are doing so much work right now. The loner is away. And he's going to go and stand on the sideline. And that is a failed dodge from tackle. And if he... Oh, he doesn't re-roll that. Okay, well that ball is going in the crowd because that's a guaranteed skink removal. And we can make it a 3 dice as well for good measure. Right, not even a question about this. That loner's going in the stands. That'll do. Injuries. Well, the injury doesn't matter because there's 2 more of them on the bench. But we are now, hopefully, the scatter's kind to us here. And if we can lock this down... Ooh, I tell you what, that is right in harm's way. We're not getting that in a hurry, are we? Okay, so where can I make some blocks? Two dice block here. It's nice. Oh, very nice. Oh, Jesse Hall. Apo saved the day. 2 more SPP for set 7. So we've cleared all the tackle zones off the ball. Should allow Mr. Pratchett to go in there and do his best. Block on Slibley. Got a 2 dice block there. Now there's a potential 1 dice here. I want to leave that Tomb Guardian, has to stay there because he is keeping that Saurus tied down. Let's see if we can't get the ball in Terry's hands. Good lad, Tell. Never doubted you for a second there, buddy. Where is safe? I don't think I'm going to take this 1 dice block. I think we just got to shield this off. It's looking good. That was a big removal, getting rid of the guard there. That's the only mobile guard on the team, the Croxigore being the other one. I don't hate the idea right now of just, if we get the chance to score a second touchdown quickly, just doing it. Obviously, if we can stall, we will, but if we just get the second one, that's probably the game in the bag. I maybe should have followed this to stop him getting Slibley. Of course, Slibley is, of course, guard as well, so I was mistaken there. But he doesn't have break tackle. So maybe should have based Slibley up. I thought Slibley might have come in here, but Slibley's just going to go and roam. Double pow on the guard skeleton. Just the threat of the surf so far has kept Terry Hall just absolutely down for the whole half, essentially. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Ah, it's an armor bust. Oh, that is a big loss ahead of the Orcs next week. We're down a Tomb Guardian, and there's another 1 dice. Another armor break. Oh, bloody hell. Fighting back a bit. He's going to uphill. He's going to get the push. Decided he needs that Saurus back in the game now. First perm I've taken on a... Tomb Guardian that isn't dead. Now I do kind of need a knockdown here. I think that might be the safer Saurus to go for. Because there is potentially a follow-up block available. Being said, it would involve bringing you back, and I don't want to do that particularly. Because you're my cover up the field. I suppose that is the best block. Because a push is fine. That's pretty good too. I think that was a bad position for him, all things considered. Right, time for the cheeky one. I will re-roll that. But getting through there is really, really handy. So we've now got a decision to make about an armor value 8 Tomb Guardian. He's Mighty Blow, Guard, Stand Firm. That's probably, I think I'd probably keep that, to be honest. One GFI to score next turn and probably wrap this up. Assuming there's nothing in the way. I mean, he could surf a Tomb Guardian here if he was so inclined. That's a potential frenzy trap. That makes it safe. You might actually be hoping for a push first to get the Saurus into the cage. Doesn't get it. Takes go, saves the day. Break tackle does its thing. That gives him a 2 dice here. Oh, failed GFI from the Crocs. That might allow me a turn of stalling here. And even better if we get rid of this boy. Yeah, that allows me to stall. I don't really have anything to blitz. Ideally, I'd like the touchdown on this thrower if I can get it. So I think this is the right blitz. Meal one dice here. Good result. Another cheeky one. It is looking good, isn't it? Well, actually, to be fair, with all the skinks removed, I can kind of do what I want here. The only reason we might score early is to try to avoid damage to key pieces. If I can score on the next turn, I can maybe just look to protect all of the important pieces. Proxygore Blitz on an important piece. And this is why we might want to do that. Oh, close your eyes. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Miss next game. Oh dear, we are in big trouble against the Orcs next week, aren't we? Punished for the stall. Big, big punishment for the stall here. Strength 4 Blitzer would have been wonderful against an Orc team. Uphill. I suppose he can re-roll it. Gets his pushes this time. One dice there with the loner. It would open up a one dice here. How brave are we feeling? I'd like to score on this thrower, I'll give him the chance, but I don't think I'm going to get the chance. Following that was a mistake. Can't get a good block against Slibley. Can get a decent block here. Now, we've had enough of this nonsense. Let's secure the game. Stalling has cost me a Blitzerar for next week. But it means he will be back for the game against the Underworld. I'm also down a Tomb Guardian as well, so it's a lot of TV out. Might mean that I get inducements against the Orcs next week. He will presumably look to pull one back. Will Creatan. Don't think you would argue against doing that. So I will just look to protect what we have. Because I'm going to need some of these lads next week. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If he really wants to, the blitz is there. I can't give up too much ground. I'd like to win 2-0 because touchdown difference is an important thing. The Dwarfs did drop points this week. They drew 2-2 with Nurgle, Murgle, Urgle. But to be fair, I've been super lucky with injuries and whatnot this season. I've been overdue a perm on something important, and an MNG on one of the Blitzrars. We've kind of just sailed through without any damage at all. So 2 at once hurts, but we'll see what we can do against the Orcs next week. Might have to induce a Tomb Guardian to try and keep that strength advantage. Short kick blitz. Well, dearie, dearie me. I suppose I can go for it. It is a chance, after all, to keep the touchdown differential good. Might be a touchback here, of course, so I'm going to be looking to get possibly Mr. Pratchitep under the ball. Ah, there's a surprise. We've got Pro. We good, as it turns out. Go on, Terry. This is definitely a good idea. No, he's fallen over. He'll probably palm this, just from pure frustration. He's okay. Well done, Guard Skeleton. Guard Skeleton, of course, got badly hurt, but he'll be back next week. I'm going to need those guard boys. Jesse Hall, who isn't dead, contrary to popular belief. Loner skink pickup before moving a score and threat in. That is claimed. In fact, he's got to make at least one GFI. Oh, that's a bonehead from the Crocs again at a key moment. I'll make one GFI here to even get one of these lads at the scoring range. Caging up after what happened last time, and then he'll throw the skinks forward. And he'll probably just throw one of them to such a spot that's out of range of my entire team. Oh no, he's not going for the score. Alright then, we win this one 2-0. And we are out of here. Get out of here. We don't want you getting hurt. Chance to get a couple of SPP on one of the Tomb Guardians here. It kind of needs it. Won't we roll that? You will stand next to him. You're out of here. And me very much dictating that I would like a team to still be here next week. Another Croxigal bonehead. And a block against the rookie skeleton. That's the one that will regen today. It's the one of only 4 regens, and it's the least valuable player that does regen. Such is life sometimes. The most important thing here is that this is a very, very good win. He's going to move us on to 25 points. There's a pass. There's a catch. So that's 1 SPP for the loner. I suppose he might hire that if he gets the MVP. And with 1 turn left, can I get a 3 dice over here? 5, 6, 7. I need a GFI to do it. Oh no, it wouldn't. 3 dice on him. Can we actually do that? 5, 6, 7. Oh, we'd have to block from here. That's how you would do it. Come on, Billy Ray, you need some of this SPP stuff. Ah, not quite, just a stun. Tell you what, it's a cheeky block for that skeleton. Very cheeky block. This one's done. It's another win. That's what's that? That's 8 wins in the last 9 games now. If it wasn't for the 2 losses at the very start, we'd be home and hosed here. But we've taken some damage. MVP on that skeleton at least lets me level something. And we'll see what he rolls. We're almost there now. 2 games to go. 2 missed next games. That team value has taken a hit. We need a dirty player on the team. So, well, that's what you get. It's 2 games, 3 games, 2 MVPs for him. So we needed a dirty player. We've got one. So 1590, I'll probably get a bit of that cash away to be 1550. That is how the table looks. We are tied at the top now with Bash Buddy still to play. It could be 25, 25, 25. And Hummersep has beaten Carlos Ibs. Nurgle Murgle Urgle drew. So that's a 6-point cushion over Hummersep. Crowdog still to play. He has to play Barzerk in week 12. So that's it for this week. It's another good win. Almost there. We'll wait and see what happens in some of the other games. And then it's the Urukaikus next week, who at 1970, we are definitely going to be getting ourselves some inducements against this lot. This is a scary game. We'll be back then. Cheers for watching.